Thank you, Principal Tony. Well, I want to do two things. First of all, just give you the potential of what Whisper can do. I began my day yesterday at Adairsville Middle School. I'm not really scared of them because I have grandkids that are in middle school. And so I spent a few minutes with them. We had a great time. But here's the other thing that can happen for you community leaders and those of you who are interested in the future of your communities. In that particular county, a superintendent caught a vision that says, we not just need to do this for 40 days, we need to do this for the whole year. We need to focus on one of those relational needs in August and in September, and we need to get the Chamber of Commerce involved, the faith community, the nonprofits, and so that whole county is going to look at the transformation of a county through these same relational needs principles. That's the potential of it. And then now I want to give you one thing to take away to appreciate your contributions, your investment in Whisper. And to do that, I want to give you a thought about why we need it and why it works. Why does the simplicity of conversations work? My wife teases me that in the midst of a few degrees, I'm overly educated beyond usefulness, she would say. Well, one of the simple things I took away maybe a couple of decades ago in trying to understand people and psychology and cultural transformation is that I want you to listen, we were hardwired as humans for caring connections. And without caring connections, bad things happen. When we look around, we find bad things. You look underneath them, you're going to find missing caring connections. I want to leave you with one slide that gives you an insight about why we need it and why it works. And that slide came from research really with Romanian orphans about 20-something years ago. Those are brain scans of children. On one side of that slide, they were held, they were hugged, they were talked to, they were encouraged, they were sung to. Notice the brain development. Notice all the red, that's neural activity. That's brain synapses firing. That's creativity. That's thinking. And the one on the right, in my studies, it was called the abused brain. Those children were not hugged, they were not held, they were not talked to, they were not sung to. They missed caring connections. For every one of you who are involved in Whisper, one of the most beautiful things about your investment, it's what I told the Adairsville kids yesterday. I said one of the most powerful things about your involvement in Whisper is the enormous number of bad things that could have happened are not happening because of the caring connections you're investing in your fellow students. And for those of you that continue to invest in Whisper, I want to encourage you that one of the beautiful things about your investment is that when we increase caring connections, the good news behind that little picture, which is very sad, is that we are amazingly resilient. And you know what causes the brain to change? You see, because on the right side, there's a lot of missing stuff. The part of that brain misses impulse control. Do we have impulse control problems in our world today? You see, the amazing thing, we are wired amazingly and resiliency for those brain connections to come back. You know how they grow back? You know how to develop resiliency? You know how you develop impulse control? Through caring connections. So you're making a tremendous investment in not only the students, but the communities in which you live. And I'm excited that you'll continue to involve yourselves in the passionate vision that nobody can cast a better vision for than Brian Davidson about Whisper. Okay, none of us in the room can match his energy, but we can get behind it. Amen.